From the banks of the Mississippi, two of the biggest gunslingers in the league lead two of the highest scoring offenses in the league as the Arlington Renegades visit the St. Louis Battlehawks in the loudest place in spring football. Blas through a hole. And the one thing about this big guy is if you give him a little bit of running room, he turns it into a lot of play.
Good job up front. How about Balaj? This is one of the reasons why he's been running so effectively is that offensive line, that left side doing a heck of a job. And Matt Farniok is in there, number 71. He had to start.
Looking for the 22. Going up top. And it is caught. The question is, was he out of bounds?
After a video review, the ruling is an incomplete pass. It's an illegal touch. Out of bounds.
What'd you say about the 26?
By rule, that's a loss of bounds from the previous spot. Fourth down.
Up for the 44-yard field goal. And for the second time this year, Haversick misses. The quarterback coach, longtime NFL player, big star at Iowa State back in the day. And there's that big wind-up on first down, and he completes it. He makes it work for him. Jacob Pearson with the catch and a first down. It was almost caught, almost picked. Just about everything happened. 3rd and 6. Pressure coming. Duggan. And that one swatted away. Here they come. Perez throws it short, and it is caught. Nice grab, making the adjustment by Isaiah Winningham.
Now listen, Winstead does a great job here coming back to the football. So he's working against Chris Payton-Jones over here. And watch, he's going to fake deep, and then he comes back. And right there, a nice adjustment back to the inside as Payton get back to that catch point. Tries to grab him, but
long time.
Here we go, 1st and 15 now, Perez. I think his arm got hit as he threw it. Ball fluttered a little bit, then we get a late flag in the secondary.
There are 2 fouls in play by the defense. Pass interference, defense, that penalty is declined. Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense number 48. The 15-yard penalty is enforced in the
umpire is calling the pitch just off the plate all night.
Right.
Then it's a strike.
Right.
You know?
And it's up to you to know it at that point. Here's Perez. Pulling it down, getting hit, ball's out. Got a lot to clear out here. Both got there to put the pressure, and St. Louis recovers. And this defense with.
After review, there is no foul in the play. The ruling is upheld. First down, St. Louis.
So they certainly, this is a pride game for them against this Renegades group.
3rd and 4, Duggan got a man open on the side. Blake Jackson, first down, Battlehawks. Looking for the Arlington 31. Under pressure, sacked again. Willie Taylor this time, back-to-back sacks for this Arlington defense. Packed up deep in their own territory on 3rd and long. Here we go. To the back, Balaj, and he's nowhere near that first down.
Defense in the league. Outside of last week when DC got after him a little bit, this defense has been very good.
Duggan on the keeper, falls forward, and they spotted for a first down. Rushing the rest of the team, 13 combined. Plenty of time. No one open. He runs again, gets the first and more. Max Duggan looking for a block downfield, dives and stopped at the 1-yard line. Echoes of the Horned Frogs.
He comes off of this play action fake, and I'm going to, right over the ball, he's got someone to throw to right there and doesn't pull the trigger, and now it's just all Max Duggan. And
he's still going against 5'10" Stephen Jones. And they go that way. And Jones breaks it up.
Down here, you can get 3, put 3 on the board.
From the 2, Duggan tries to fire it in, it's broken up. Good coverage there again by Jaden Price.
Ball in plus territory, somewhere around the 45 or 40-yard line.
So it may pay off. Here comes the pressure. Out of the end zone, he threw it. No flag on the play. And so it will be 4th down. Let's see what he can do here on 3rd and 6. Going up top, looking for Butler. Caught! Flag on the play, but the touchdown, if it stands, right over Jaden Price.
Offside.
To Butler.
Defense number 33 lined up in the neutral zone. The penalty is declined. The result of play is a touchdown.
A little bit of an outside motion. You see this motion right here? That gives the inside receiver a little bit more room to work. And Jaden Price just gets a little out of position, and that's a great ball. And I'll tell you what I really love. Akeem Butler gives late hands. He doesn't put his hands up too early. He puts them up late as to not alert Jaden Price that the ball is near. And
they go for 2. Duggan. That ball swatted down, incomplete. Miles Dorn made sure the 2-point conversion didn't happen, but the touchdown did. And now it's 3rd and 8 they face. 4-man rush. They get there and sack him. Another stand by this St. Louis defense, and they're going to have the ball back with 2 timeouts.
Man, needs to do is get this ball past the chains or outside the numbers.
First throw, caught. Good move after the catch. And that's Darby running it out to midfield. And St. Louis will use the advantage of that 1st down to stop the clock while they reset things.
Yeah, you buy a field goal. Plenty of time.
Duggan fires that one, caught. Another 1st down. Blake Jackson. And they do. Nice draw play, and Jacob Sailors gives him plenty of room down to the. And tries to extend the lead. He gets it. And so Rodrigo Blankenship makes it a 9-0 lead.
2 shots out the gate, just couldn't hit either.
Need to convert here on 3rd and 10. Duggan wrapped up, no shot to even throw it. Willie Taylor, 2nd sack of the night for him. They'll start from the 37. Perez zips it through Javante Payton. And that's one way to start, out to the 45 of St. Louis.
Boy, I love what they do here because this is just a little quick RPO. So you've got the back going across right here, and Perez can either hand that ball off or he can throw that slant behind him, and the ball's out of his hands quickly. That's something that they need to do after that pass rush really devastated their offense.
This crowd has been a factor. Pressure coming. Perez, and he's picked off. Intercepted by Chris Payton-Jones.
$10 points per game, and then gave up 37 to DC kind of out of nowhere.
Duggan on 3rd and long. Wind up and broken up. Price trying to get some type of rhythm going here in the 3rd. Perez forced to bring it down. He gets it to Day-Day Hunter. And Hunter with a good run after the catch. Got to gain 14.
There is no foul.
But he catches it behind the line of scrimmage.
Behind the line of scrimmage by rule, that is not a foul. St. Louis has charged a timeout and has no challenge.
Little dump pass. Hunter, and he won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. O'Reilly tackles him. And another stop for this St. Louis D. Marquette King going to punt from inside his 10. He is hit as he punts. And that will draw a flag. Blake Jackson.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker. Receiving team number 85. 15-yard from the previous spot includes an automatic 1st down.
There you
Go back over to the sideline at this point.
3rd and 17. Perez on the run. And it is caught by Burnett. Where's the spot?
Somebody to come step up and make a play. And watch Perez as he's going to scoot up into the pocket. Great pocket awareness. And then on the run, he finds the open wide receiver, and that's Deontay Burnett, and they stay on the field. There's the line to gain, was about.
Play fake. Day Hunter out of the backfield. First down and more as he runs down the sideline, showing his speed. The little scat back, picking up good yardage, good enough for 25.
More time. You know, the pressure in the second quarter was immense. Now they're going to these little play-action passes, trying to freeze the linebackers and defensive ends. And then you can see from the...
Perez wrapped up and gets it off. Not nearly enough for a first down. Missed from 44 yards on the opening possession. From 46 yards out now, right through. And Arlington is on the scoreboard for the first time.
Arlington's favor, which is exactly what we saw on the opposite side in the first half.
Looking for the 20. Pressure coming. Hit, balls out. Odom tries to pick it up. Eventually, Arlington recovers the fumble. Taco Charlton. Perez feeling the heat. Dalmo Paynu gets to him. Forces the incompletion, but his pressure was all the difference there.
Front four.
Haversick on to attempt it from 26 yards out. He gets it through. Back-to-back field goals by Lucas Haversick, and it's a three-point game.
Wide 80, right side.
Pressure coming. Duggan winds, throws, and Jackson escapes for the first.
And wide 80, right side.
Sailors out of the backfield. Caught by Jackson, a first down. Excuse me, that's Mims, Denzel Mims, the former Jet draft pick.
Wide 80, right side.
Needing a yard. Sailors hitting the backfield, helmets flying. Loss of a yard on the play and a fourth down coming. And he remains perfect.
Out of the backfield. They cannot have him sit back there and teed off on like he has been all night.
Here's Hunter dancing around, gets the first down. Good run by Hunter. Looked like he was going to be stopped for a loss. Instead, he gained 16.
Tremendous, Brock. The suddenness in the backfield to get away from Dalmo Paynu, who was getting cracked back on by Canella.
And this is the answer. I mean, they're going to rush four and play two safeties, as Bob Soup said at halftime. You've got to be able to run the ball.
Now they're dropping a safety down. Right after that run, here comes a safety down into the box.
And they throw right where he was. It's caught. Javante Payton. Ball came out, but he was down. 20 yards on the reception.
Really on the field is a catch with a fumble recovered by the defense. First down, St. Louis.
Wow. Inside on the left.
Wide 80, right side.
Instead, intended for Sailors out of the backfield. Donald Payne knocked it down.
Thing with Birmingham, St. Louis, that was a big one, like I mentioned. DC last week, so they've been in this situation a bunch.
Hunter fights his way for the first down.
Here, and St. Louis has changed up their scheme from a 4-down look to now a 3-down look.
And it's only a three-man rush. And they still get there. Ball comes out. St. Louis recovers. Peter Dalmo Payno, who has been the man all night long, forces the fumble, and Chris Garrett recovers it. Fourth turnover of the game created by this Battlehawk defense.
Those 4 turnovers that they were able to snag.
They need to be able to run out the clock here. Jacob Saylor's going to do his best with a little help from his friends. All the way out across that first down marker. Talk about wanting it.
For the game, that this would be a separator. I'm going to get him here in just a minute afterwards, and there is going to be a lot to clean up, but it's a whole lot better to clean up with a W.
Brock sounds like he's hoarse from yelling over the crowd. A little straight on the voice tonight, but it is worth it in St. Louis as their team gets the victory. 12-6, the final.